Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We got this wild hat here. Totally matches with the rest of our outfit. My goodness. But that's not going to stop us from continuing the main quest here. Or possibly quests, because there's two guys to talk to at the same time here. Helping out. Both of them. A familiar face forgotten. Another 100,000 XP. A little bit of gil. Mefford cannot help but wonder if you remember who he is. Yeah, it's been a little bit. At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd meet again here of all places. I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? Somewhat. Not really. We've met a lot of people. A lot of things have happened. Ah. No, 'twas a lifetime ago. There's no need to apologize. But know that down in Quarry Mill, we didn't forget about you, nor the lives you saved. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo while Galleon was recovering. Gunwald was my former commander and old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit, told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to stay in Little Amigo, and others went to Oda for work. As you can see, I chose to come back to Carabania and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Gannha. Gannha? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Hello, Lise. Ah, that's right, you're from Gannha, aren't you, Lise? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. Yes, they got a tunnel over there, too. Okay. Quest accepted. We'll do this part first and then come back for this. Seems like the most reasonable way to do things here. Running. Or using them out. Whichever. It's fine. Got the always running business here. Increase movement speed. Increase movement speed. By what percentage? Who knows? Okay. Open the gate. Nice to have access to stuff. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Gannha. Clear the barricade, if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There we go. There's more villages there than out here, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We need to tread carefully. Don't worry, I'll be very discreet. Won't even know I'm here. It goes all the way to a different place entirely. Let's see what's out here. It's called the Peaks, so yep, we got some peaks. That checks out.
I remember the peaks of Girabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
Hidden entrance. Very good. Okay. We have a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. Villages to the east, keep watch for patrols as we move. Alright. To the east. Be very discreet. Running around on a dragon. We're not flying around on a dragon though, so something. Any of these nearby? Yeah, it's very far to the southeast. Follow for now. What we got here? Some hornbills. Don't expect much super crazy just out in the overworld here or anything. This is the last forest. Slightly forested. Something. Location. Nary an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. All the Gannha's due east, past that bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. Okay. A little bit less than due east, but close enough. Got a flying guy there. That's fine. Giant grasshopper looking guy. Just gonna run away from that. Not gonna worry about that. Got more of them. Chapuli. Jumping. They're jumping. There's an etherite. I'll take that. Or I'll touch it and then be able to teleport to it, more specifically. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Gannha. Feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. I would do, but as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As to why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Gannha lost a few youths as well. There's truth to that, and there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders, claiming allegiance to resistance, and rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how do we suppose to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well miss the victory Viceroy's eye. We need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. Let's speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Quest complete. Ether destination now available. Peaks Gate. It's even the peaks. That's Ralger's Reach. This whole thing the peaks? Where are we at? This is through here. So we went from East Shroud, East End, through the hills, Trafalgar's Reach over here. Then it goes to Ralger's Reach, which also connects over to here. Okay. The Prodigal Daughter. My friend would like to introduce you to the village elder. And we get some shoes. Ragnfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present, let's have a word. Oh, that's accepted. Let's look around town here. Chocobo Porter, yay. What do I got here? A couple basic things. Bird garden. Not very often we have visitors, but you're more than welcome, lad. Come to buy some stone, perhaps. What do you do here? Me, not a great deal, honestly. I'm just a regular Alamigan, Gannha born and bred. I've been here through thick and thin. I was here when the town prospered, thanks to the quarry. I was here when we suffered under the Mad King. You can bet I was here when the Empire took our town for their own. My dear husband did his lungs in working at the quarry and passed away along with the industry he once belonged to. I have no more tears to shed. What kind of place is this? Well, Gannha used to be a thriving quarrying town. With the finest stone and the finest quarries, the village even supplied the stone used to build the royal palace. Plenty came from far and wide to make their fortune here. Once the Empire invaded, stone went out of fashion and cold, harsh buildings made of metal sprung up everywhere. Nowadays, we struggle just to stay alive. Most of the houses here were cobbled together with stone taken from the remnants of the quarry. Some days there's not even enough food for one meal, never mind 3. Not great. Delivery Moogle. It's a helm. I've not even done much today, and I'm already knackered. Some days this village just saps the life out of me. Probably all the lack of food. That's not going to be helping. There we go. Any closer ones to these now? 91 east. There it is. It's up there. Fiend. Angry coral. This here's the leftovers. Dust and gravel and the like. Us too, you might say. We've shaped the peaks and they've shaped us in turn. Dust and gravel. Bucket full of knot. Still receive orders for stone now and then. Though they are so few in number, I can more than handle them all myself. Much in a whole quarry here. Every time I close my eyes, I see their faces. Their wild eyes, their hungry smiles. Oh. Got a path going out this way. Or up this way. Get a view of the rest of the peaks here. That's nice. Cheers. Look at this. Whatever this is down in the water. All up to that. Over to that. Yep. Yep. Okay, upper levels here too. Maybe with some stuff in there. Yeah. My brother over there is on the lookout for nasty people. Not really sure what he plans to do if one happens to appear. Good luck with that. Sandwich over there. Hearth. My sister first went to work at Byron's Bread. I hope she might be able to share some of the harvest with me. Alas, it does not seem like they produce much in the first place. Not helping. Ren. Look at the sky. Yep. So we have some stuff in the lower level under here. Got a mender, a merchant. Nothing to mend. What you got? Purchase weapons. More level 60 stuff. Level 255. Very similar to the weapons and stuff shop from the other spots. That's right. And there. Really? Let's head up here then. What part of this would be the quarry? Further in here? Up in the mountains? Potentially. Ah, the old joints aren't what they used to be. I hardly believe I used to go up and down these slopes with bones of stone in my hands. That would make sense. The quarry would be up then. If they're moving the stones. So barricaded off spots. We'll grab the ether current. No, those things down in the water. Don't need that wandering over here. That counts as a bad guy, essentially. Wins. Hatchkin. As I'm too weak to do any hard labor, Ragafrin tasked me with managing village affairs. It's not the most enjoyable work, but then there's little enjoyment about Gannha in the first place. Over here. It is a crag claw. Alright. Fantastic. Can get up to the next level here. What's up here? More sitting spots. Look at all the crag claws. And crazy towers in the distance. What else? What else we got here? Good then. When the quarry stopped providing for us, we decided to build our homes in it instead. I've seen a crack or two appear in my walls lately, but I still put money on this house outliving me. So this is where the quarry was. Quarrying here. No, they're not doing much quarrying. Just being some supplies and such up here. Carl? All my friends left the village quite some time ago. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered joining them. But had I gone as well, there would be hardly any young people remaining. A dying town in a lot of ways here. Okay. That's about all there is here. Let's talk to Ragford. Don't you know, traveler? Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, elder. And sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Gannha, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, you are comrades of Mefrid. I see, I see. Speak on. I suspect I know your purpose. Indeed. The griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. Now you come to steal away what few remain. The griffin was a traitor and a madman. We had no part in his schemes. We made an agreement with the Alliance, and this time it will be different. This time. Cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god, and they demand a fifth of what little we have got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now, leave us be and never return. You have no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too, my home. What the hell are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hext. And I'm here I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ralgar, last time I saw you, you were... I don't even know if you were still alive. I never thought you would come. Almost didn't. My sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Gannha is as much your home as it is mine. I say it to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. Yes, they don't really have much to give. Especially after pretty much everybody died with the griffin and that whole thing. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnfrid might help us recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky and it's hardly subtle. I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, if we can do anything to help. Reasonable. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. Okay. What kind of shoes we taking? Tank stuff. Dragoon shoes. Doable. Use Monk Samurai. Rogue Ninja Viper. Take the Dragoon shoes. Also using that. Don't need any piety gem things. Quest complete. It looks like once again we have multiple branching bits here. You can't actually see the quests in other areas, which is unfortunate. But here we go again. Let's start here. Hard country. Mercedes is here, but her mind is elsewhere. You'd best keep your distance if you know it's good for you. Say your piece and move on. We need help. Can we help you? Looking for folks down on their luck. Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea what helps with it, though. I need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. I can get those. Yeah? You'll go and get some for me, just like that. You didn't trouble yourself, Sam. I'm gonna grab both of these to go out and get things. Maybe. If it's the current mini-series, we probably create both at the same time. I don't know. Death by 1,000 rocks. Necro regards you with suspicion. Except. A new face in Gannha. Huh. What would you ask of me then? Do you need any help with something? A stranger and a generous soul besides. Bollocks. There's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well. I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My other brother's working the rocks by Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Okay. Where is that? Right then. Brenton Curl is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. Yeah. So we do have both of them going. That's good. 5,000 rocks. That's over there. And he's over here, Go all this, teleport back. There's a repair out here somewhere, for some reason. Truly? Alright. Fighting. Multiple different things. We can turn on a song. Something. This is the song. Remember how to do bard stuff here. This. That. Got the horn. Good to go. Okay. Instant attack. Instant attack bonus. Faster. All kinds of stuff. Okay. And we need a hornbill from over here. Somebody in the road. Friend villager, how's it going? Going good? It's probably great. I can feel their beady little eyes. Okay. Hornbill. Song. Just some of this, just some of that. I'm gonna be paying attention if we need to dodge anything. It's mostly fine. I also technically get the joke about that. We can actually do stuff when we're not only doing dungeon things. Okay. Off to unexplored lands for the second part of this. These ruins. Well, that is where the secret entrance over to the Resistance is. That's where we came from. Alright. Got a broken bridge up there. Look at that. That's something. What are you? You're level 70. That's what you are. Buckaboo. I can mess with that. You can just stand there. That's fine. Getting attacked by this Volturini. Let's cross over here. Here he is, freaking coral. Interesting. And a bit of a mine over here. Cooking up a tasty stew to fuel our friend quarrying over there. I'd help him by taking up a pickaxe myself, but we'd end up with more stone than we could ever sell. There just isn't that much demand for it nowadays. You're for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone instead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick them up. Unconsciously heavy sacks. The leftovers. Sacks complete. Deliver. Deliver. Back to town. Okay. That we can do. Ah, the new face. Have you my leftovers? Yes. Load 10 and 6 tones. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. It's rocks. Huh, well I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you were curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. It seemed hard for my brother to pass for any other plotting quarrymen, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side, to bundle up and sell to the sutlers what trade with the resistance. It's a living, and a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Guardian's eye for putting our father in an imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. You know if he's dead or alive, even. Though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. Suppose I just want you to know is all. That we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. 100,000 XP for walking over there and picking up some rocks. Brilliant. Been gone a while. What brings you back to Gannha? I got those things you wanted me to get. A chipuli horn. Makes a fine medicinal tea when ground to a fine powder and mixed with other ingredients. Said other ingredients, hornbill talon. Oh, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually. This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one. You're with the Resistance, right? So there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs. And then I found the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what a lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. And by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, and many others, I imagine. Help them too if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you. Beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. And Meffred's over here. A life more ordinary. Meffred's hard at work trying to win over the villagers of Gannha. Ah, there you are, Arctic. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with their food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on you, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. Let's go find out. Run over here. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you the past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his master wall, living a high life, I'll wager. That's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends. Dying to help us poor unfortunate souls. Trying to whip us into a frenzy, so we'll go and storm a castle with our pickaxes and shovels. Leave all of you before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. If you truly have any love for it, too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Meffred. Yep. Side of town again. Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what happened at the wall. Thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow, I don't know. But if anything, it just made them angrier. Haven't lived through it like they have. Can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, at least. I ran too, But if I hadn't, I'd never met Artek or the rest of you. I might not be here today, in position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help! Someone, anyone, we need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Yep. There could be some very large problems. The tributum and the bloody ratmen, they... Damn it all. You there, take a deep breath, and then tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tributans due soon. And we were taking it to the Imperials when the Kikiran attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was just an old temple before they came and... Listen, Crab's the only family I've got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat, if the Ratman took him there, he's as good as dead. We've got to get after them. If there's even a chance our brother's still alive, we have to try. Yes. Okay. Rescue mission. You're right, Lise. We have to try to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tributum. The Guardians won't suffer excuses if they're late. Choose for the bard here. Or healing, or casting stuff. Place our shoes here with Gannha skin boots. Yep. Up to the gear set. The color of angry Kikiran. If it understands you must act quickly to save Okrata. Let's do it. So Okrata's being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Kikiran bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Let's get it. This direction. What is this? That is a dust anilla. Okay. Run past that. Attacking with a dust attack. Okay. New location. Down here. Looks like the ziggurat over there. And this is Byron's Spread. Can't go actually in there or anything. Got a merchant and mender. Weapons and stuff, level 60. Eager Raptor. Do hope you haven't come looking to buy crops. Afraid we have nothing to sell at the moment. Unfortunate. Like I said, not producing much out here. There is something over there. A modest mouse. Going to Byron's Bread. Come to buy some more produce, have you? What do I do here? Keep myself busy farming these lands, but it's hardly the most fertile of soil. Every year the harvest worsens. Some days I just want to give up. That being said, it's not as if we can all float on working at the quarry like the old days. No, we'd all be better served looking towards the future. Children would not thank us for clinging to the past. What kind of place is this? It's a farm created by my grandfather, Byron. When the quarry industry began to decline, he chose to become a farmer so he could keep providing for his family. The name Byron's Bread came to be after villagers developed a saying, every mother in all Gannha knows their bread is buttered by Byron. Grandpa actually passed away before he managed to reap his first harvest. Left the farm to father and me, and did our best to make it a success. Never forget what Grandpa did for us. His blood and sweat cultivated this land. I would disgrace his memory were I to abandon it. It's definitely a small plot here. Informed. Ah, my poor back. Spend every waking hour working these rocky fields, and for what? One of the most pathetic harvests I've ever seen. Yeah. At a certain point, it's a lot of work for not a lot, but also not like they have many other choices. And must be some use I can find for this pile of hay. In theory. This is a giant red thing. It's another... Oh, that's actually just a regular guy. That's a blood glider. Just over here. Gliding in blood. And you kind of go past it. Well, you just glide over there. It's fine. Shoo. Look towards the ziggurat here. Oh, Kieran. He's a meat eater. Okay. Earth Sprite. Destination. You have to fight some stuff? Probably gonna have to fight some stuff. More cutscene. That's fine too. Please let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. All the way up in there, huh? Oh, man. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Ours to eat, ours to eat. We knew it would come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. Alright. Enemies right here. And some for you too. Charging up. Got him. Search the ziggurats. Up to the top. Just gonna sneak past you. Any more on the way? You betcha. Nope. Ether cream. Rude. You. Expose from that. And a volley attack here. You're almost dead. Ow. We try to be a little bit tactical, running away and stuff, but eh. We got an ether current to grab. Fantastic. Further south. Here. Get our health fully back up here. Who else guys need to fight? Bunch of guys here. We're going to sneak into the middle here. Got like 3 guys here. Potentially concerning. Grabbed a 4th guy. Running away from our problems. Still dying though. Shoot. Shoot. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, these guys are back. Sneaking past. See if we I just killed a couple of them. It'll be fine to walk back in. Oh, they're all back. Wasn't that inconvenient? Okay. Clear this area. Don't attack. That's why it's not even aggressive. It's just here. You know what? Chocobo. Could use with the assist here. Running around, aggroing more guys and running around. Damage and running around. Careful. Oh, it's more work. Valgar, what did I ever do to deserve this? Gone to bed hungry for months, I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Yep. Wait, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's gonna be alright. My sister? Oh, Valgar be praised, she's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me. I think there's still good, brave folk out in this world. We should go before the cocoon returning force. Do you still have the tributum? Because the Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What, right now, in your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. Gotta go. So you can have a bad feeling about this. Quest complete. You go away. We're in the middle of something here. One-on-one, we're fine. Just want to find more guys. It's an issue. The Black Wolf's pups. This has never been one to ignore her conscience. Listen, Atik, Mefred, I think we need to go after Morkrata. Wait, you better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that, I do. I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can pick up his trail. Alright. This way? I don't think we can jump off the entire ziggurat here. We probably could. I don't think there's fall damage. Well, there's fall damage, but not death fall damage. The question is if we can actually even jump off. Down this way, huh? Are there any enemies down this way? Yes, that's their camp area. Fly! Make our somewhere. Perfect. Good job. Okay. There's a soiled sack. It's probably something. We'll wait for our health to be full here, shall we? It's a reasonable plan. Also need to find some better potions. That'd probably be helpful. Searching for a trail. I'm close to searching, find nothing of interest. Okay. Outside, hopefully. Or something. Rotten vegetables. Is that anything? Nope. Chocobo feather. There we go. Did you spot chocobo feather? Alright. Any luck? Something. A chocobo feather, is it? I, by my reckoning, came from Rokata's bird, in which case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Alright. We saw that collapsed bridge coming in, but didn't go that way, really. Can enter the ziggurat from multiple directions, looks like. Hello. I need to run past a little bit because we have a bloodbird thing. Any minute now, expect to come thundering around the bend and... Hear that? Get to cover quick now. Come.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, no, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fake? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labour. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egan's can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Nobody's here. Don't worry about it. Okay. Hey, we're here next to that guy. Next to the farm. I've heard their commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a newer thing. Tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. But they made their choice, and when it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Basically, we could get a slightly worse bow, a gun from Sheenus, or a Black Mage staff. We can buy similar stuff from the store. $2.55 I think it was. It's just free. Canis. The Black Mage staff, assuming we ever get to that point. It's an upgrade at least. Okay. Homeward bound. My friend has no wish to linger unnecessarily. Let us not linger here. We're is alive, and the tribune has been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, from would rather not wait around and see if the skulls decide to return. We must get back to Gannha and tell Ragafrid his man got the job done. Let's. Another point. Okay. Away we go. So we got some regular quests popping up here. If we were so inclined. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Orkrana told me everything. How you fought with the cocoon and saved his life. For all the good it did. You saw what happened when he met with the skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. I reckon you could. My friend's a warrior, as is your comrade. And you're strong like your father. That much is plain. I think Ralgar you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Orkrana's sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said, for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day. That's right. You grit your teeth, and you learn to live with the pain. I admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do. I'm telling you, God's in the heavens as my witness. We've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox, too. If she's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated. Which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's alright. Search for these. calendar. Sorry about running off like that. Almegans terrorizing their own, I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it, day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know? Didn't expect them to storm a castle with their pickaxes and shovels, or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Orkrana to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. Can't claim to know their pain, barely remember this place, or even my father's face. I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Elise. Been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? That I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spat about how I love my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Orkrana, but you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them, so I will if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance. When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but if your heart bleeds for Ala Mhigo, then you're good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Rhalgr's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. We will speak with the others and send word when we're ready. So think this isn't your home? Mm-mm. No, I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let's return to the Reach. Alright. Actually, I should get some assistance here. Pretty good. Pretty good. Dark water. Austin's work. All sorts of stuff. Alright. Let's go through here. Yep. Back in Rhalgr's Reach. These are 270. It's technically better than the 255 stuff. But it costs the more special currency, so. That is one of these quests you're done. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. It was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. Heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say the same as any Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield. But when, not if, the day will come, Lys. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Almegan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you. Blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be the one, Lys. Your father certainly was. Right then. Best begin preparing these new recruits. Artik, Lys, it's been a pleasure. Alright. What else we got here? Got a White Mage bit, Scholar bit, Astrologian bit, Red Mage bit, or Materia. Of these, Red Mage, I guess. Quest complete. And now, the other side. Next time. Goodbye.